Growing up, we always wanted more. You felt you're never really where you're meant to be.
Come on, we go.
Look at this life. Do you want this life? And I can give it to you. Everything.
One time.
Mr. Richard. Yeah.
Amazing party you have here.
Hey fam!
Hi guys.
Welcome back to my YouTube channel. In case this is your first time on my channel, first time seeing my face, my name is Twinkle Rujuba and you're welcome to my channel. Please don't forget to subscribe, hit the notification bell so you get to know whenever I upload any video. So today's video is going to be a review of Living in Bondage. Living in Bondage, Breaking Free is a sequel to the 1992 and 1993 Living in Bondage. Wow, that's like 27 years ago. A lot of people were not even born then. So this movie is a must watch. If you haven't seen it, you need to go and watch it. Growing up, it used to be one of my favorite movies. My dad really loved the movie, so I grew up watching the movie, but then it was very scary. very scary. So Living in Bondage, Breaking Free, the recent one, is a continuation of the previous one. Let me know what you think about the movie. What do you think?
I think it's a beautiful movie, very well put together. The direction, the production.
Yeah, Ramsey Noah really tried very well.
Did a great job. And one thing that stood out for me is the sound quality. A lot of Nigerian movies, you have to keep your remote on your hand to increase the volume from time to time. But
yeah,
this movie, you have the volume set at a place, and then throughout the duration you could hear everything said in the movie. And
it's not even all this movie that you watch, maybe you want to fast forward it because anything you miss, you have missed it. You have to take it back to catch up. Seriously.
Exactly.
Is that
2
interesting?
hours 30 minutes, and it was a time well spent watching it.
Yes.
And
the first one was also 2 hours. The part 1, 1992, was 2 hours too.
2 hours,
yes,
30 minutes as well.
This part 2 was also 2 hours. This one too, it's a very interesting one. Like, you don't want to miss any part of it.
So when you say you grew up watching
yes, now my dad really loved the movie back then.
Okay, but
no,
really,
I watched
the movie,
it very well.
The first 2 parts of the movie was in 1992 and 1993. So you can imagine she growing up watching it with all the appearance and disappearance of Mary.
So it was very scary back then. It was very scary.
But I think this sequel really makes a lot of sense.
I also like the fact that they brought old characters too, like those people that participated in the previous ones. Like, they didn't really take out all the characters. They still brought all those people, Chief Omego, Andy, and Bob Manuel Udoko, all those people. You could still, I related really well to the movie because of the old characters that they brought back. It made so much sense.
And then the music selection, the song selection,
top notch. Like
I give it up to them, man. Like, it took me way
back home.
The best of Fino, Ilbliss, Ongabos.
Yeah.
Then they brought in Olamide. It actually started with Olamide's Wo, and then a couple of other Igbo rap songs as well.
And they really represented the Igbo culture very well. Like, very well. I saw myself watching the movie and going back home in Nigeria. Like, I really saw myself in the setting and everything. It really made so much sense. And I also the fact that Nnamdi is Swanky. Nnamdi is Andy's son. The fact that they also brought in that character, because we didn't really see in the previous one, we didn't really see Nnamdi. They told us that Ego ran away with Andy Okeke's money, and Nnamdi is a product of their previous marriage. So
everything gelled really, because
yes.
Ego ran away in 1993 with Andy's child.
And Andy didn't know.
Andy didn't even know that she was
pregnant.
Know, and now Nnamdi is now a grown-up man, about 28 years old, and it fits the narrative really.
Yeah, everything really.
And another thing that made it so real for me was it flowed from real happenstances. If you grew up anywhere around Owerri, Imo State in the 90s, the Otokoto saga of 1996, they found a way to fit it into the narrative that people that were using people for
Rituals and every
and then after
gold
the
money.
end of the first Living in Bondage, they dispersed, they ran away. Some of them remained in Owerri, including Otokoto, and then Otokoto was eventually caught in 1996. His hotel burnt down, and a lot of things. So flowing from both the first part of Living in Bondage through to real life happenings back in the day,
Yeah.
and then now to this sequel. It's
And if you haven't really watched the previous one, it could still relate to the movie. Like, you will still understand it. But if you haven't watched the previous one, it will be better for you to go back and watch it so that
I
you
would say
can
go
really.
and watch. We actually
Yes,
we
had to go
we had
back
to rewatch it
to watch
really.
another one. It's not on Netflix; it's on YouTube.
Yeah.
But the recent one is on Netflix, so you can actually go back and watch that one.
But
so
be
that you
ready.
can.
About 5 hours, 45 minutes,
We actually watched it for 2 days.
4 days.
4 days.
Who has time to watch it?
but it makes sense, seriously. And no, the previous one too. Like, you know what, you know how you know a good movie? If you're watching it over and over again, it's as if you've not even watched it before. And that is also the same thing with this recent one. Seriously, I just love everything about the movie. And big ups to Ramsey Noah and all the people that participated in everything. They really tried. They really tried.
Yeah,
they really tried. Seriously.
Yeah, I like how they try to blend the culture
Yes.
thing. But also one of the things about the movie I don't like, because it brings back the recent memory of Lionheart, whereby
Okay.
it lost out of the nomination based off the fact that it didn't live up to the standard of indigenous language movies.
Yeah.
Here, I understand, trying to appease the larger audience, they had to put in a lot of English and all. I would have loved if they could retain that original vibe, Igbo. The first Living in Bondage was 98% Igbo. It still sold. It was a masterpiece. But then, anyway, I don't know. It's something I feel they could have retained that originality in language.
Personally, I don't have any problem with it because they were still adding Igbo in everything.
Now they are adding Igbo,
Yeah,
but being an originally Igbo movie that sold, notwithstanding without any barriers in language.
That is true.
Yeah,
That
that's
is
what I think. Being the Lionheart lost out because they spoke a lot of English. If this movie is supposed to go international based on indigenous language, this could also be a factor to negate that progress. But apart from that, everything seems very nice with the movie, and I love the quality.
No, everything they tried. In the previous ones, when Merit wants to appear, I'll close my eyes. Seriously, this one is what will I call it? The technological appearance.
Yeah, even the cults. When
Yeah,
they're
the
in the
cults.
secret
Yeah,
cults,
it's not
they
the
had
ones
to fly out of Nigeria.
Of course, like.
But another thing is, it shows that evil is not located within any particular environment.
It's everywhere.
It's everywhere.
It's everywhere.
In this movie, you could relate that there are
white people in the cults.
Exactly.
Yeah,
They
so
were
it's
in
not
the
even
cults.
only.
The meeting, the coven actually was in outside Nigeria, some country outside Nigeria. When you see the movie, you can figure that out.
But that is what they told us. You know, if it's outside Nigeria.
Yeah, they flew out.
Okay.
They flew out for
The meeting.
for the signing of the contract.
Oh, yeah.
And then during that signing, the coven meeting happened.
I just love everything about there's during that their cult meeting when they were doing the sacrifice thing, the smoke that just came out, you know, and received the offering. Not like somebody that is very, very scary will come out with white paint and everything, really all those kind of evil.
They improved the great deal.
Yes, everything was just masterpiece.
The home that Ramsey Noah lives.
Oh, that
in the
home.
movie.
That home. Jesus. Where is that home in Nigeria?
It is in Lagos.
Wow. That house.
Yeah, we had to dig. We
had to go and search for the owner of that house.
We know the owner. Well done, sir. Babao. It's a beautiful house.
We had to go and search for the owner of that house. That house makes like so much sense. So very beautiful. And I feel that movie might also have a continuation.
It has to, because typical with Nigerian movies, evil men have to die. All of them.
All of them will have to die. Nobody's supposed to
But this one, we saw devil flying away.
Flying away after fight. Seriously, and in the previous one, Andy sacrificed merits, and the Nnamdi, I always call him by his name, Swanky. He's supposed to sacrifice a loved one, but he ended up killing. Not he didn't kill himself.
Yeah, he
But
stabbed himself.
He stabbed
but
himself. Yeah,
he survived.
He survived.
I think Namdi was a breakout artist. I knew he's always been in the game, but this movie, like he
took him out.
Killed this movie.
The character, the guy
the
murdered that character.
He
Seriously,
he did great. And Monachi Abi,
Yeah,
did
Mona-
great as
Mona
well.
did well too.
How she slowly blended with her
Yeah.
Igbo and everything.
the Igbo. Well, see, I love whenever they are using my language. You see, the Igbo, the way they were just mixing the Igbo, I really loved it. The English Igbo.
Yeah, I would have loved it.
Igbo.
100% Igbo,
Oh
at
my
least
God.
80 to 90% Igbo language. Me
Do
and I'm Igbo,
Don't mind
but
him.
I'm proud.
He's just a very local man. Local man.
A
You're
village
too
boy.
local.
Proudly
You're
a
too
village boy.
traditional. In that previous one, there's one when they told Andrew that he's going to sacrifice merit. He said, "Polo,
Yeah.
Then Namdi
Yes.
in the recent one also told who did he
It
even
was
tell?
Ramsey.
I
But
think-
Una Kwara me
But
of-
Una Korame how?
You
So
not explain this thing
immediately
well.
it took me back to that old one again. So everything about the movie, this movie is something I see myself watching all the time because you can't get tired of it. Seriously, it's
Yeah,
that good.
Yeah, it was this part of the movie that reminded me of Owe. And I was watching the movie and I had to,
You had to call your cousin.
yeah.
You had to stop the
You know,
movie to call his
back in
cousin.
Owe is mostly civil service state.
States.
Yeah, a lot of people that live in Owe before the advent of the banks and many businesses, civil servants. So my cousin, I remember us going on a ride without permission. He drove his dad's Santana. And then we had an accident. And there was some part of that movie that
When the cousin hit, they went out with their dad's
that's
car.
190.
190, yeah,
and
but
they had
it was
an
190.
accident.
Okay.
And then he came back. They were looking for an excuse. Immediately,
You took
Nana
it.
came to mind. Boy,
Nana, I know you're watching this, and this one is for you. Nana came to your mind immediately.
yeah. But
No.
it's all good. It went home really.
Yeah.
It took me home personally.
It took me home too.
Being in nowhere for a long time, reminiscing on all the ritual events that happened
Yeah.
in the 90s, the Tokoto saga, and then it is a must watch.
It is.
I
It's
think
my.
currently is on Netflix.
I think it's ranking #1 now on Netflix. It's actually #1
Yeah.
on Netflix. It's my daddy's favorite movie. May his soul rest in peace. So immediately I heard that it's on Netflix, I had to immediately watch it, and it just took me back home. It took me back home, and I really, really thank God that I took my time and I watched that movie. Yes, guys, have you seen this movie? Did you see it? Did you enjoy it? Let me know what you think about the movie.
So I'll just recap the things that made the movie stand out. The song selection, massive.
Yes.
Namdi's art, beautiful. He did great in the movie.
Mm-hmm.
Relating the story from the first part through real life events in the 90s and then back to this time. It is a beautiful masterpiece.
Yeah.
I would suggest go and
Watch
see
it.
the movie.
Of course,
if
you're
you can.
not going to regret it.
No.
So guys, with that, we've actually come to the end of this video. Let me know what you think about the movie in the comment section. Have you watched it? How well did you enjoy it? Of course, I know everyone that watched
You know
that movie.
how we started. Oh, nye
Mero nwa n'ebe akwa.
Ebe moro nwa n'ebe akwa.
Oh my god. All right guys, with that, we've actually come to the end of this video. Please don't forget to subscribe to my channel, hit the notification bell so you get to know whenever I upload any video. I'll see you in my next one. Bye guys.
Bye guys. Thank you for keeping it real with her. With us.
Bye. See you in my next one.